Y'all better comment bless you right now. Alright, so hopefully you guys liked last video. I hear some of y'all did. I don't know why I'm speaking so slowly and why this camera's blurry, so let me restart the clip. Yeah, I did hear from some of y'all that you liked it, so I'm gonna try and do one of those little wisdom talks again. Try and keep it a little more organized this time, because I look back and it was just like 50 minutes long, and 25 of those minutes was just blank space while I was talking. I'm gonna try to get waves while I'm speaking now, but hopefully we're a few minutes in so I can like speak my mind. If we're still at the start, then hello everybody that watched at the start. But if we're not at the start, then hello to my real viewers. So yeah, I don't think the waves are like too bad. I mean, that was just a closeout and it's all kind of closing out, but there's some good ones. They're really far out, so that's why I gotta use like maximum zoom, and that's why it gets blurry. But it's not bad. I just have to change the battery, and I don't even think, wow, yeah, okay, look at that. Either I have to switch to my phone or just not film, because I did not charge any of my batteries actually, because everything is blinking red already on me. But the good thing about everybody being so far out is that I'm like the only person standing in like a 30 feet radius, so I can say whatever I want. But my bag and I are the only thing standing here, which makes us a target to bird poop again. And if you watched like 3 of the last videos, you saw that I got shit on. Excuse my language if anybody sees that. But yeah. So great, I gotta whip out the phone now and waste my friggin' storage. It's fine. The struggle is real. Tip number 6 or whatever we're on as a surf team filmer. Just gotta make ends meet. Do whatever you can to get the clip. Do I hold myself true to that? Most of the time, no. But I guess this time I have to if I want to be a good example, right? So now it's picking up. See, it's been good from the start. And look, we got Mr. Asian guy getting the photos for me. Nah, but I gotta take out my phone. In like the past week that I have not filmed, I kind of noticed that like every night before I go to sleep is when I get my best thoughts. Like last night, it took me like an hour to fall asleep, and that's when I was just like thinking, bro. So I didn't write them down, but I have them like on the top of my head, like stuff to say, like words of wisdom or just what I think. I was talking about this at school or something. First one, it's not a pet peeve. I don't know what group category this goes in, but like, I don't know if it's just for me or anybody else, but if I don't like somebody, this is not about like relationships, like as a friend. If I don't like you, then I don't like you. Does that make sense? If I don't like somebody, like, oh, I like you. Okay, yeah, then you're my friend. If I'm not with somebody, then I don't. Alright, as y'all may have expected, my camera died, so I can't finish that thought until I give you guys 6 more thoughts that have developed since my camera died. I have to film with my phone now. That's thought number 1. Thought number 2 is that I can't listen to music. Thought number 3 is that I look crazy when I'm speaking to just my phone, as I was with my camera, because people were walking by looking at me weird. Thought number 4, I have a lot of thoughts. Thought number 5, I don't even know. I guess thought number 5 is getting me finishing the other stuff, so I'll get to that when someone has a word. Oh yeah, this can be thought number 5. There was a little tripod phone holder I had, but my phone is just too big, and that thing's from 10 years ago, so it did not predict how big phones were gonna get, so it doesn't fit. So I have to rest my phone with my hands on just the tripod flat bed, and it hurts, and it's uncomfortable, and I wanna cry. Yeah. I feel like my phone is so much better quality because the camera only films it to 1080, and this is like more than that. So I was thinking, like, see, they're looking at me. I know I look crazy. I was thinking, why can't they give Surf Team funding to me getting a new camera? That would be great, huh? Now y'all want better clips. Maybe y'all should propose that. Huh? Yeah, y'all better. Nah, that was just a thought. Just a proposal. Not being serious. What I'm being serious about is that I look crazy right now. But yeah, like, my thought from before, if I'm not close to somebody and I like them, and I'll say to other people, yeah, I'm close with I like that person, like, they're cool. If I'm not like that with somebody, and I'm not saying I like them, then I don't like them, which means, like, I dislike them. So if I don't like you, then I dislike you. But that's not, I'm not talking to you as a viewer, I'm just saying if I don't like somebody, then I dislike somebody. I like all y'all because y'all watch my videos, so I'm not going to be mad at you. But I was just wondering, is that me or is that anybody else? Let me know if you're watching this, not in the comments or like at school or something, I don't know. Just something to think about. I mean, come on, dude. I can zoom on this plane and see what airline is that. Airline is that? I don't know. That's Alaskan Airlines. Like, I couldn't do that with my camera, and I can't go in and out this fast. Like, are you serious? Come on, man. I mean, I feel like with this camera, or no, with the old camera, it was like 1 pixel per foot. And in this camera, you can spot like water bubble 32B or something. Like, oh yeah, I recognize that bubble. That was an October 2nd video. Like, yeah, that's how good this one is. Like, oh damn, that's wetsuit square inch 107 from September 19th. Yep, got that. Like, if I was using this camera all along, people would be saying that to me. I really am sorry if it's blurry or shaky. I just, like, I don't know. Maybe I have arthritis or carpal tunnel or something. I'm really hungry right now. Like, really, really hungry. Like, I will take, well, he actually landed that. I will take a pretzel roll with some chive cream cheese and, like, some cold cuts. Or a German pretzel with some mustard. Y'all seen that mustard ad? Where he says, mustard. No? Just me? Okay. It's kind of weird today because I'm just talking to myself. But I guess if I want to do this, then that's how it's going to be. And I got to live with that. Another thought I had was, this is, I don't know if it's just for me. Ignore that. What I was trying to say was, I don't know if these, I can't even say it still. A lot of these thoughts, I don't know if they're just for me or if they're for anybody else. And one of those main thoughts was, oh my gosh, if I'm gonna forget, I'm actually gonna throw my phone on the floor. These thoughts, oh yeah, everything that I do, I don't focus on the, I mean, this is obviously I'm kind of lying. I try not to focus on the past. Everybody does, but like I do a lot more. Like, I don't look at the mistakes that I've made, because in my opinion, I could say I don't make mistakes, but you know, everybody makes mistakes, right? But I don't like to look at my mistakes, and I kind of ignore that I ever had any mistakes in general, because I try to focus on mainly the present and how that will affect my future. So I try to say to everybody, and this is your advice that you can take away, the past happened, don't look back on it. They say that you can learn from your mistakes, learn from it right when you do them, and then never think about them again. And then they will never bother you again. And then after that, just do your present, watch how that affects your future, try and think about how it's going to affect your future. You can either affect it good or you can affect it bad. Like say if I was in class today, in math class, I stood up on the desk, I got naked, I slapped my butt, and I said, hey teacher, you can go suck a pile of donkey nuts. Maybe that would affect my future kind of badly, right? Or if I went and bought a bouquet of flowers and gave them to, like, I don't know, whoever I wanted to, maybe that would affect it good, because they would be happy, right? So don't look at your past, because I'm sure a lot of y'all pasts are messed up. So don't look at those. Don't look at that. Just do your present, see how that affects your future, and just don't look at your past. That might sound a little ignorant because people are gonna say, oh, you can't just ignore bad stuff you did, like mistakes. If you acknowledge them once, then yeah, you can. Because I'm gonna acknowledge where I did bad one time, and then I'm gonna learn from that, and I'm never gonna do it again, or I am gonna do it again, because I forget, right? So I tend to forget what I do wrong. But yeah, anybody else or just me? One thing I did just realize right now, and I thought it was really interesting, there's like a spectrum of how famous you can be. And I'm not really seeking fame, I'm seeking like a legacy. Like I'm trying to be someone that inspires other people. I feel like I touched on that last time, but I feel like legacy, there's a spectrum. You can not have a legacy. You can be famous like Michael Jackson and have a legacy, or any other celebrity that's somewhat as big as him or below, like Kanye or Kim Kardashian or O.J. Simpson or whoever died and still is remembered. Or you can be the guy that created the car or the telephone, and people are not going to know your name besides the historians that study you. Like, people are not going to go out of their way to know your name. They don't. I could ask 10 kids right now. I don't even know the guy that made the car. Was it Ford? I don't know. The real, like the chair. Definitely the chair. We don't know the caveman that invented the chair, named like Gluck or something, or Ook, or we don't know Cow Wow Wow. We don't know him, because he's just that, he has that much of a legacy that his chair just lives on, but his name doesn't. So what if I make something that's so amazing that I'm gonna have that legacy, and they don't know my name, but they know my invention, they use it every single day. Like the microwave, wasn't his name like Michael Wave or something? Michael Wave? The guy that made bacon, his name was Descartes Bacon, right? Or Crispy Bacon? Anybody else? Just me? Okay. I don't know, speaking on what I was saying before, I don't search to be famous. Everything that I do, the many things that I do YouTube on this account, on the other account. I do interviews on TikTok, on Instagram. Take photos, I take videos, I make clothes, I try to make music on the side. I did Destructive Artichokes. If you want to research that, then do. If you all don't, then probably shouldn't, but I do a lot of stuff. I was at that kid Oliver's pop-up shop at his house. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's like this little store that he does with vintage clothes, and he sells them. I went up to one kid I haven't seen in a couple months, and he said, every time I see you, you're doing something different. And I was like, wow, you're right. That's absolutely true. And I am. Every time somebody sees me, if it's like a 1 month difference, I'm doing something different. And I'm fascinated by something different. And that's just how I roll. So yeah, it's true. He was right. And I'm not trying to be famous by doing all these things. I'm just trying to inspire other people, because I feel like there's so much potential that people have, but when you're just sitting on your ass all day and you can't really let that out. However, I think it is good, and we need that kind of balance of people that are lazy asses and people that are trying to use their intelligence in their work for things, because I'm able to stick out when people are just lazy, right? Like there's no competition, is what I'm trying to say. Because if there was competition, maybe I wouldn't be at the top like I am right now. Anybody else think that? Just me? I know. This kind of sucks. Can't listen to music. I gotta kind of be quiet because I look even more insane. People are coming out the water. But hey, at least I know it's you now. You're getting away from $90 Hunter, Strawberry Scoop. If you know, you know. If you don't know, good. If I could have some hash browns right now, I would punch an old lady in the face. Like if hash browns were being behind locked, if there was hash browns behind locked doors like a castle, then I would punch an old lady for it.
Not your camera.
It died.
Don't bring your camera down.
Yeah, I didn't bring the batteries. I know, I laugh at myself because of how sad and pathetic it is that I have to use my phone and not be able to listen to music. I would punch an old lady for my earbuds right now. The joke is I already have my earbuds. I would punch an old lady for my charged camera right now. I would punch an old lady. Now that I look at it, I don't know why I said it like that, but now that I look at it, I think this video is going to be more of those blank clips again where I just speak and there's nobody surfing. I just thought I deleted a video, so I went to my recently deleted, and I think I missed 2 barrels, which is also why I just want to, like, I don't know, slam my phone on the floor. I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of pent-up anger. But I'm not angry, I'm just bitter. I'm like a bitter old man. Who's the guy that didn't like Christmas? I love Christmas. I couldn't compare the Christmas part. What was his name? Old Man Scrooge? Sometimes I'm an old man Scrooge. Not for Christmas, but for like, I don't know. Minor inconveniences are my pet peeves. Like I just missed a wave. That's a minor inconvenience. Let me sock somebody in the face. Right? I'm wrong. Anybody else? Just me? I'll tell you one of my pet peeves that still stands as of yesterday. The sniffling one. The coughing one. That one's so bad. There was a kid next to me in my Spanish class. He does it so bad that he starts to snort when he does it, so he's like... That's more close to how Dylan does it. If you've been around Dylan, you hear that definitely, but... It's real bad how this kid does it. It's every 10 seconds or so, and... If I could, I would pick him up and slam him on the floor. And jump on my desk, jump off, snap my neck, and die. Seriously. Real bad. And then even worse is that there's a tissue box, like 2 tables behind us, and he can get up and walk to it, but he's busy copying off my work from the homework because this kid didn't do the homework. So he's busy copying it off, and he's too locked in, quote unquote. If you're so locked in, do the damn work. He's too busy being locked in to get up and go blow his nose like a decent person. These kids have no manners. I mean, manners are just like what were made 100 years ago or so. But like, you still gotta listen to them, bro. Just common decency, it's called. Not manners where you gotta know which side of the table the dessert fork goes on, but just common decency, man. Come on, dude. I just thought of it, and I can tell you, I keep speaking weird because I just woke up, and I feel like I have a speech impediment, so let me restart that. I just thought about it, and I can totally tell you where I want to be. That's a pioneer, and it's not one of those goddamn guys that digs for gold, panning for it in the gold rush. I'm talking about a pioneer like how Pharrell is to like the way we dress nowadays. I'm looking at old photos of him from like 2002. This guy's wearing the Vulcan shirts that these kids on shirts. Like I just bought a custom belt buckle because of him, because he had his NERD one. Nigo, the guy that did A Bathing Ape, that guy pioneered streetwear pretty much. I'm trying to be a pioneer like these guys, bro. Just like make something outside of the norm. Sadly, I don't know right now. I don't know what's going on for Toad right now. Toad. I'm not giving up. Never will give up. Thought about it last night when I was about to go to sleep. I'm never going to give up. I can get 0 sales in a whole year, which is never going to happen because I'm going to get 100 by the end of this year. Mark my words right now. It's never going to happen where I get 0 sales in a year. But even if that happens, I'm not going to give up. So I'm never going to give up on that. I'm not giving up. I feel like right now, what Total is, it's kind of boxed in. Like, I feel like the stuff I'm making is to please the people that are wearing other things. So I'm going to move closely towards Billabong and the designs I make, or I'm moving closer towards Volcom. That's stuff that exists. The distorted photos where you change the hue and the tone from like a regular black and white to a purple, that exists. The grainy stuff where you see how the photo's really distorted, that exists. So I gotta make something that's new. This guy Nugo, 93, he made Vape. In Japan, what he did, he combined everyday life, like kind of the bright colors of Japan that he was living around. I feel like everything comes from somewhere. There's like a line between inspiration and just doing exactly what they're doing. I mean, I feel like I'm taking stuff from multiple different places. Like that Canon design, I think it's purely from my mind. I mean, I've seen text like that, like the text on it. I don't know if I'm not going to show it on the screen. Y'all can go find it. But the text is kind of like the Sex Pistols, the band. And then Volcom did that for like their old tags in like 2007. If you have an old Volcom shirt, go check it out. But kind of similar, but I feel like that's the most original one I got. And when I'm doing the stuff with like Dylan on the back of his bike, or the one that's yet to come out that Lucas has, where there's 3 kids bombing a hill, kind of stuff already exists. So I gotta stop boxing myself in there, because I'm just digging myself into a deeper hole. I'm talking about I want to escape this Instagram clothing brand thing. So I gotta get out of that norm. But yeah, to be most truthful, I just want to be a pioneer, bro. Because once again, the guy that made the chair, I feel like we kind of compare him in there, because he pioneered something that we use every single day, but we don't know his name. People know Pharrell's name, they know Nugo's name, but not a lot of people do. Like, not a lot of people do. I'd say half the people that wear Bape don't know about it. Half the people that dress the way they do nowadays, 3/4, maybe 90% of the people don't know that this kind of streetwear with the baggy jorts and the baggy pants is from Pharrell. Even the Timberlands and the baggy pants that they wear in New York, most people don't know that that stuff is from the 90s and they wore that in New York. They just wear it. They just wear whatever the TikTok god says to them, whatever these goddamn accounts say, because they can't think for themselves. People can't think for themselves. They have to be spoon-fed. Really? You have to be spoon-fed what you wear, the information you receive, the way you dress. That pretty much bases your personality, and you're basing it on somebody else that thought that for you. Is that not a form? Okay, I don't know. Is that not a form of slavery? You're a slave to the system. You're a slave to what's been taught for you. You're a slave to a social media app. Next thing you know, they're going to be asking the AI, what's the new trend? You're a slave to a robot. You're a slave to what thinks for you. Think for yourself. Because if you don't, then you're a slave. Not as an insult, but it's true. You're a slave to others that think for you. Because they depend, your life depends on what they say for you. True or false? It's true. Everything they say is true. Everything I say is true. Everything they say is false. Everything I say is true. You know it's a good wave when it's going to get a good score when you hear Coach do his little grunt. Or, that's not a grunt. I was going to say moan. That's not a moan. It's just kind of just like a wail of approval. He's like, oh. I like those. If I was surfing and I heard that, I would be happy. That's what I'll say. I'll be happy. After I film this wave, I'm going to check the time, and if it's not 7:50, I really wish it would be 8. But if it's not 7:50, I will be so mad. I will be so mad. I will be so mad because I don't want to keep doing this because my fingers hurt. Not just the one that I chopped off. They chopped off me, Mr. Massive. Not just the one I chopped off, but everything that's freezing cold. Because I don't know where my gloves are. And if anybody is in here and you took my gloves, I will find you and I will get them back and I will hurt you after. It's 7:45 and there's 30 minutes left to class and I don't know what to do with that information. Because it makes me aggravated. It makes me very mad. And as y'all can see from these videos, I tend to be mad a lot of times. Keep speaking weird. I did it again. When I'm talking about me talking weird, I talk weird when I say that. Maybe I just talk weird. Because I'm so quiet and I can't really hear myself. But, anger fuels me. Okay, I'm actually gonna punch myself. No. That's oh my gosh. Let me recap everything I just said. I tried to say I was gonna punch myself, but that's a cornball thing to say, because I'm not actually gonna do that, and that just makes me sound like a cornball. Going back before, anger fuels me is a cornball thing to say. Anger doesn't fuel me, even though it does. It's just like every time I'm angry, it makes me want to do something. It makes me want to get up and like be productive. Because I know I can be better for these kids that make me angry, or anything that makes me angry. Like whenever someone sniffles, I know that I'm not going to sniffle next time, or I'm going to sniffle even extra next time I'm sick and I'm sitting next to that person, so they feel what I feel, and I make them want to jump off their desk and snap it on the neck when I sniffle. I'm gonna be that guy. Do something about it. Big surf team pet peeve. These girls that get out when class is not even over because they're cold. Why are you on the team then if it's cold? Why are you on the team? You think the water here is going to be warm? You think it's going to be 90 degrees like a jacuzzi? You know that you have to wake up at 6 a.m. So I don't understand why you're still going to try to dodge that. The worst thing is that coach allows it to happen. I'm trying to say this as quiet as possible, but this guy lets it happen. They get out, they say, oh, we're going to chill next to you. This guy lets it happen. Really? Come on, bro. I'm not gonna disobey what he says because he hired me, but it's just like, come on, you gotta put your foot down. Can't be. Okay, he said you can stay on the beach, you can't go to the car. That's respectable. That's respectable. Most of the time, he does let them just get out the water, which he is doing right now. He said you can stay here, but don't go to your car. Come on, bro. Force them to be in the water. Are you serious? Alright, sure. Do what you must. I don't like cornballs. Cornballs piss me off. Sometimes I'm a cornball, because everyone's a cornball. But I'm not a cornball, I'm a goofball. I'm a silly ball. I'm not a cornball. Because a cornball is someone that thinks they're... This is the word that I was talking about last year. I don't like people that think they're cool. You know what that's called? It's called a cornball. You're a cornball. You're a cornball. Oh, look at this. I went to this concert. Yeah, I'll say it. I went to the Tyler, the Creator concert too. I don't really like talking about this because a lot of people don't like me. Especially my close friends. Which is weird. But it's fine. Worst thing is that this guy's mainstream now. Yeah, I'm a hipster. I don't like mainstream things. I'm not trying to sound like that, but people don't need to see a full 5-slide thing about how you went to the concert. I used to do that. Now I just post one photo. You know what it's called? Being nonchalant. You know what I'm not going to dive into? Talking about, oh my gosh, I just did a voice crack. So now I have to stop talking about this because I sound like a goofball. Oh my gosh. Truthfully, I'm lying, and I don't know what I'm getting at. It's just that I feel sad because I was the one that listened to him first. And I sound exactly like the hipster example I provided earlier, but you go back to old Instagram posts and you see 2021 and it's me a day in Vegas, the music festival senior. This kid's talking about, oh, Tyler's my whole personality, that's all I listen to. Be quiet. That's a cornball activity right there. That's a cornball. Because that was me. But I was the first. And I still kind of am. It's not my whole personality. Never will be. Nobody's going to be my whole personality because that's called being a cornball. That's not thinking for yourself. But I did that one time. And I was the first. And there's a lot of people that make him more of a personality of themselves than I do now. And they started listening to him like 3 months ago. Come on, be quiet. Stop being a cornball. I don't like cornballs. If you're a cornball, you better sit your ass down. Why is it getting foggy? It's actually getting foggy. I hate cornballs. I hate fake people. I hate people that I don't like. I hate people that can't think for themselves. I hate lazy people. I hate people that think different than me. I hate everybody if I don't like them. If I don't go out of my way to say that I like a person, then I hate them. Because that should be the default. We should be born hating everything. If that was the truth, then there'd be wars everywhere. But me, I feel like there's two different ways to say hate. You can hate somebody so you do a hate crime and you shove them off a building because they're black or something, which is not good. I'm not like a hate crime person like that. And there's a type of hate where I'm just using it as a really strong way of disliking somebody. Because I do really strongly dislike people. What is slow migration happening over here? What is that? Well, yeah. I don't like a lot of people. I don't like a lot of things. But that's what fuels me, because it helps me be better and not be those people. Look how foggy it's getting right now. Maybe I just stop filming and just sit down and be on my phone. It is dead ass freezing right now. Like the fog just actually made it so much colder. Because now there's water particles, bro, hitting my hands. And it's cold. It's very cold. I just want to sit down and stop filming, eat a hash brown, eat a pretzel roll, and just sleep. I'm very happy because I can't film with people anymore. But yeah, I'm just glad I say it. I was just stopping to look at Instagram. I saw two things, two posts. I saw a story of one of my friend's moms that said, if you don't drink, how will your friends know you love you at 2 a.m.? Let me just say that that's pathetic and that's sad. If you're a grown-ass woman and you have 2 kids of your own, you're talking about, oh, I'm gonna drink. And that's what... I'll tell you right now, drinking is... She's one of those... Where am I gonna go with this? Last class I was talking about, I don't like kids that drink. They're trying to make that their whole personality, and where's that going to be in 40 years? I'll tell you where it goes in 40 years. You'd be this mom. I'm surprised her kids even made it out alive. She drinks so much. Right? She just posted this. If you're seeing this, you gotta stop. This lady I'm talking about. But, bro. That's pathetic. You're a mother still making drinking memes, and that's her. I'm gonna be honest, that's her whole personality. Every single Instagram post or Instagram story she posts, it's like, oh, time for margaritas at the airport at 9 a.m. Time for a mojito at home at 7 a.m. Time for Aperol Spritz in Spain at 5 a.m. Just take a break, bro. And now look at this, I'm talking to myself and everyone walks over me and I still look crazy. Practice just ended.
Oh my gosh!
I'm actually so happy right now.
Kylan snapped his donuts. What a fucking... Yo, come on, let's go. Just a little bit, Jake.
That's rough.
Jake, come on. Jake, come on, bro.
Goodbye.
Just for a little bit. Come on. I'll
Thanks
wait.
for listening. Goodbye. Goodbye.